In this video, I will break down for you the top Barbie outfits featured in a blockbuster movie. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, you might want to. If you're a Barbie fan, you will love it. If you're not a Barbie fan, you will enjoy it just as well. I think it's a must-see for both genders, if not for all the fashion moments, then for the relevant dialogue surrounding current gender roles. I want to take it further and look at the details behind these outstanding outfits that recreated the iconic Barbie looks, because we want to steal these tips and apply them to our own outfits to help us look amazing. Growing up, I didn't have access to Barbies, but the dream of owning one has been planted since elementary school. And if we look at what the doll represents, it's the ideal image of the woman in all her complexity, however that might look like for each of us. And I really appreciate the variety of characters represented in the movie. The first look we have of Barbie is the oversized, bigger-than-life doll where she is wearing a black and white one-piece. Now, incredibly flattering details such as the pointy brow with padding. Big fan of the pointy brow look because it reshapes breasts, it lifts them, and maintains the fresh, youthful look to those of us who have been affected by gravity. Next is the flattering leg cut chevron stripe centered on the torso to draw the eye in and create the illusion of curves and a thinner figure. The design of the stripes makes room for the middle black belt to perfectly sit on the waistline and emphasize it. Each hairstyle is carefully chosen in the movie to not only coordinate and enhance the overall outfit, but also to recreate the iconic dolls using a multitude of wigs. Here we have the high cheekbone ponytail to elongate the cheeks for a youthful look. The angle from which it was taken is from the side for a more flattering hourglass look. This tip is relevant if you want to take better pictures of yourself. The bubblegum checkered dress. This print is such a staple to the Barbie look that it made a couple of appearances. The dress she wore in the opening scene is the classic A-line look, which to me looks like the ideal housewife look from the 60s. It's the perfect balance between cute, conservative because it's not showing too much skin, but also comfortable, feminine, and flattering. I particularly like the layers added underneath and not the bell-shaped underskirt, but the layered one, which is old school, isn't it? We don't see this worn often anymore. The matching belt emphasized her waistline, and the simplicity of the spaghetti straps lets the checker do all the talking without distraction. I want to point out the simplicity of her heels as well, the classic pumps which are elongating her legs. Moving on to the less obvious effect, the oversized jewelry. Now to me, these flower accessories seem to strongly pull the attention from the dress to balance out the look. When you see such a powerful, voluminous dress, it can easily overshadow the woman wearing it. It's all about the dress, right? But the trick here is that by adding other elements that are fluid and attractive on her neckline and around her face, the earrings perhaps, and the bracelet on her arm, it's less about the dress and more about the person wearing all of them together. The same effect is creating from the back view with the oversized pink bow in her hair. It balances the dress and pulls it together very well. The beach look is made of the same checkered pattern. Now, I was a little bit surprised to see a redo, so to speak, but this is what makes it a memorable Barbie statement design. The same concept was used here because the romper/dress is shorter now. More material can be added to the top, which is why we see the hat balance of the dress with more volume. This hat wouldn't have looked as good with a previous dress because there was a lot of volume on the bottom already. The main takeaway takeaway here is when using voluminous clothes and accessories to take into consideration the overall look, not just each piece individually. Oftentimes we hear that we must make one item the centerpiece and then build around it. But Barbie is showing us examples where two pieces can work in synchrony to create a flattering image and benefit our frame even more, because when you have one piece center stage, then it can detract from us, the wearer. But when you have two pieces, it's less about choosing between the two and more about who is underneath them. Did you notice the cute heart-shaped cutout? This made sexy pass as cute. It's the beach look after all, and the heart motif is frequently seen in many of her outfits as it propagates love and positivity. I think it's one of the reasons why she is so likable. And the apron style makes this piece quite different than what we're used to seeing. I think it's a great beach option I can see myself wearing as well. Paying attention to the shoes, I like how swiftly she changed into wedges. When walking on unstable ground and unpaved terrain, for example, opt for a flat platform. Wedges are my favorite go-tos. Continuing with the beach motif, she decorated her neckline with seashells. I do like these little elements so much. It's fun to play around with fashion and enjoy the little moments where you can be all matchy-matchy with someone else perhaps, or incorporate the theme of the location. I recently made a video on the mermaid core theme where I showed you a fishtail and whale jewelry motif, which I've been enjoying a lot this summer. Also, when in nature, I recommend colors that blend in with the environment. So for example, if you're going on a hike or camping, shades of green and brown look much better than a striking red polo shirt. For beachwear or when on a boat, for example, I recommend wearing shades of blue, navy, and a lot of white. It looks and feels well put together without even trying. Well, if we ever wondered how would wearing a disco ball look like, we now see it. This is the glamorous, shiny, attention-seeking, glittery, sparkly, and happy outfit that can only be used at a party. It's interesting to see her wear pants for a change, most likely because she's dancing, and I do believe she had a scene where she had to spread her legs, and it's probably the reason why the designer chose this safer look. Otherwise, we will most likely always see Barbie in a dress, skirt, or shorts that showcase her legs. A noticeable detail here is that her flowy romper is flared out and could pass on as a dress. And now the hair. There's a lot of volume and curls added to offset the bottom of her outfit. I know that sometimes we see a sleek look when wearing looser clothes, but keeping with the proportions makes it more fluid and cohesive to the eye. So let's take a look at what jewelry she's wearing here. The cuffs are matching the romper, of course, well defined and thick, and the earrings are oversized as well, blending in with her hair. Key detail here, her neckline is bare. Very strategic because you already have so much going on. So when dressing a busy look, focus on what will be your naked section. Is it the neckline or the arms, rings included? At minimum, I would wear earrings that are dainty and very small, but never opt out of earrings altogether. That's just me, a personal choice. Otherwise, it's always one of the two you have to keep bare, the neck or the wrists. Next, we have to talk about this neon bright skater look, which is probably the most memorable outfit from the entire movie. I'm sure Ken matching her is part of it, but wow, just the colors alone are bright enough to light up the path. Does anyone remember the Jane Fonda aerobics workout sessions? This reminds me of the 80s so much. The bodysuit on top of the biker shorts. It's such an uncomfortable combination. My goodness, you don't know until you try it out. Because the thong is trying to squeeze in. Anyway, color aside, on Barbie, I think this outfit is quite simple on purpose, a plain body tank and short. Now, what makes it stand out are the obvious flashy colors, which if you watch my color theory video, you know they are contrasting to highlight each other. It's an effect that brought it to the next level. The head cap addition is a nice balance to the outfit, again to use the two-piece balanced look. Also, the knee and elbow guards are working in tandem, matching to provide visual support to each other on the top and on the bottom of her figure. The stylist was careful not to overdo it because Barbie and Ken are rolling side by side. So instead of reusing the elbow guards again, Ken's balance of the neon green is in a fanny pack and sweat cuffs to offset the knee pads. The Fuchsia monochromatic cowgirl outfit. This outfit has been worn for an extended period of time throughout the movie. So starting from the top, the cropped vest is well fitted and shaped in a long V cut on the abdomen to synchronize with the cut of the pants. Interesting detail added is the collar, which is designed to stay open, slightly oversized, decorated with rhinestones that of course match the bottom of the flared pants. I really like the fold of the collar corners inside the sleeves, a new design I haven't seen before. Now, because the décolleté is quite open, the matching scarf adds a touch of chic while providing coverage to the otherwise revealing bust. Small details that probably went unnoticed are the small U-shaped pockets under the bra, beautifully contouring it to add a 3D effect and more volume to the breast. Subtle and effective. The custom pants are very flattering on Margot, especially the obvious V-line shape in front to draw the eye in towards the center of her core, creating this arrow downwards made of her skin with just the right amount showing. Again, minimizing the width of her abdomen. Such a powerful styling trick. If you want to slim down your abdomen, use V or U-shaped bottoms. It draws the eye in and cuts the otherwise wider horizontal line of the pants. We also see the centerfold on her legs, a slimming and elongating effect for the legs. I like the cross stitching in the front and the exaggerated flare with added sparkle and stars to attract the eye. Now, when wearing extra high pants like these, I always look at the back because it makes her behind look so much bigger and gives this flat appearance. Now, to combat this effect, the designer strategically picked oversized stars with a 3D shine effect to draw the eye lower to the apple of the bum away from the high waistline. The voluminous hat balances off the bulk at the feet to not make the pants look like rigid weights holding her down. A lot of craft went into designing this look, and the outcome is a slender and voluptuous female physique. And now let's move on to the famous Chanel look. Now, to give you context here, this is the conscious Barbie pretending to be the original Barbie just to please Ken, to play into the patriarchal expectations of what she's supposed to look like. Everything about this look is done on purpose. In parallel, this look represents the polar opposite of the real world woman. If I would use one word to describe this outfit, it would be logomania. We've seen a lot of brand logos being flaunted and we've moved on from them, I think. At first, I was quite taken aback by this outfit. It is such a pronounced branding statement. Now, I like to think that in 2023, it has made it to the big screen with purpose, and the message is loud and clear. Logos are out. Now, moving on to the outfit, we see the heart-shaped motif appear again, simple and impactful to showcase the logo. The dress is tailored simply to provide a background for the real showstopper, the Chanel necklace. I mean, it's big, it's sparkly, it's colorful, and if you can imagine the entire rainbow captured in one necklace, this is what it looks like. Not my favorite, again. I found it off-putting, but then again, perhaps this is exactly the point, isn't it? To show the the opposite of the real world, the playful side of how exaggerated fashion looks like. If you ever find yourself in possession of such an outrageously big piece like this one, in order to look decent while styling it, choose minimal hair, minimal makeup, a monochromatic simple dress, and you should be all set. Other looks worth mentioning are the tweed outfits, the blazer and skirt sets, classic Chanel pieces with beautiful button details. Hats were a nice addition to a lot of her outfits, including the tweed suits and this blue striped cropped blazer, which reminds me of wrapping paper and candy canes. A fun and playful outfit which looked different and new. She also wore this beautiful combination of royal blue with an oversized white collar. I absolutely love this preppy ensemble with the matching white earrings and hair bow. The cuffs details were notable as well, and take a look at the short length of this dress. The legs are revealed by design, offsetting the full coverage of skin on top. And lastly, let's talk about this ending scene image where Barbie is back in the real world by choice, and we see the total opposite of what the entire movie shows us. It's a blend of neutrals and a classic jeans and white tee. I'm quite surprised by her oversized choice of blazer, most likely to showcase the polar opposite Barbie version from Barbie Land, where every single piece was fitted by the millimeter. Now we see a relaxed and real look. Ladies, is this how we normally look? Because this is not how I dress. Maybe on some weekends. We must address the sandals. The now famous Birkenstocks. I believe they were made fun of in the movie because they're flat, bland, and bulky, opposite to the bubbly pink heels that she wears in Barbie Land. Here she is making a point by wearing them and stepping out of her original Barbie character. To me, this image describes someone that chooses comfort and is confident in what she wants, defying expectations. I appreciate that they didn't pick athleisure to describe comfort. I see this as the American staple look of 2023. Comment below and share your thoughts. Which Barbie outfit was your favorite? Now, if you enjoyed this video, then you will like the next one coming up with more styling tips from iconic characters. I'll see you there next.